Hello everybody, welcome back to Just Be Yoga. I'm Valerie and I'm going to be your yoga instructor today. And today's practice we're going to be focusing on really centering the body but also incorporating twists. And what a better time to really center ourselves than right now during these abnormal, probably uncomfortable times for a lot of people. And what better way to really focus on yourself and bring yourself back as with movement and breath. The breath is something that we always have that we can always fall back on. And just remembering to focus on the breath and not on any crazy irrational thoughts, or maybe if you're feeling sad or if you're feeling any other type of emotion. And it's totally okay to feel those emotions, but not to let ourselves get caught up into those emotions. So this is my way of just checking up on everybody, and I'm going to give you what I love the most is yoga, and just to be able to help you feel and move and hopefully get out of your head for a little bit. So we're going to begin today's practice in a nice, comfortable, easy seat. If you have tighter hips and you would like to sit up on something, you're more than welcome to go grab a block right now if you have one accessible, or even take a blanket and fold it up. Just to lift those hips up above the knees is always an option. But wherever you're at now, let's go ahead and really ground down through our sit bones. Find that connection from your body to your mat. And then we begin to grow tall throughout the spine and up and out of the crown. And then we're going to take our hands and place them on top of our knees. And then draw the shoulders away from the ears, open up the chest slightly, draw in through the belly, keeping a slight tuck of the chin, but we're keeping our head in line with our shoulders and our shoulders in line with our hips. And then when you're ready, go ahead and gently close off the eyes. Now just taking a moment here to allow yourself to completely arrive on your mat. Taking this little bit of space here for you to really focus on you and to focus on the breath and to connect your breath with movement today. And as you're sitting here in our comfortable, easy seat of Sukhasana, just notice if you are still gripping anywhere. Maybe the hips are really tight today and like sitting in this cross-legged position is not feeling well. You can also extend the legs out long if that feels better. Just whatever you're doing before we begin to really focus on the breath is just find that comfortable seat. What feels good for you today? What felt good today might not have felt good yesterday. Because the body changes, and what we like and what we don't like, that varies from day to day within our body a lot of the times when it comes to yoga. Good. Now just begin to watch your breath. Just keeping that normal pattern of breathing. Notice if your breath is in your belly. Maybe it's up high in the chest. Is your breath labored? Is it a rapid breath? Is it slow and calm? Then begin to feel the breath. Feel the expanding of the ribs, the belly, the chest. Now we're going to do a breathing exercise called equal parts breath. We're going to count to 4 on the inhale, breathing in through the nose, and then we're going to hold at the top there. And then on the exhale for a count of 4, we're going to let it go slowly throughout the nose. But first, let's just take a big breath in through the nose, filling all the way up, and then let it out through the mouth. Let it go. And just take notice once again, see if you're holding anywhere, let it go. This is the breath. If you screw up on it, don't worry, you can come right back to it. It's always there with us. So when you're ready, let's take a big deep breath in through the nose for a count of 4. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath Drink it in. And then exhale out through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, big breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain the breath at the top. Hold it. And then let it go for 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times just like that. Big breath in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. And then exhale it out for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Big breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drink it in and hold it. And then exhale out nice and slow for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just continuing with that equal part breath. Letting go of the hold though, and just noticing where the breath stops and where the breath starts. Now we're going to practice our Ujjayi pranayama. Any breath work that we do in yoga is always called pranayama. So again, you're going to be breathing in through the nose, and you're going to be breathing out through the nose as well. But on the exhale, you're going to create that slight hissing, almost Darth Vader sound with the exhale. So breathe in through the nose. Exhale it out through the nose to hear that constriction in the throat, that hiss. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now continuing with your Ujjayi breath. Creating nice, equal, long inhales and exhales. And for today's practice, if you'd wish to set an intention, you are more than welcome to. Intention setting doesn't always have to be something that you set for yourself. You can send out an intention for somebody, for a group of people, maybe for the world, maybe for just anything that's calling to you right now. I'll give you a few moments of silence here. Good. Then whenever you're ready, go ahead and gently begin to flutter the eyes open. Wonderful. Now big breath in through the nose. Let's bring the arms up overhead, fingertips to touch. And then exhale, push the earth away, fingertips come back to the mat. Good. Breathe in, lift the arms, gaze to follow. And then exhale out through the mouth, fingertips to the earth. Good. Breathe in. Arms rise up overhead. And then exhale, bring the fingertips to the earth. One more time, just like that. Breathe in. And then bring the fingertips to the earth. Good. Arms rise up overhead on the inhale. Go ahead and interlace the fingers. Flip the palms up towards the top of the sky. Now inhale, find your length here. And now exhale, turn the torso towards the left. Gaze goes up towards that left bicep. Gentle twist here, really reaching throughout that left side body. Ground down to that left hip. Good. Breathe here. Good. Big breath in. And then exhale, come back through center. Good. Now inhale, lift the gaze. And then exhale, turn to your right. Gaze goes up towards that right bicep. Good. Breathe here. Ground down to that right sit bone. Good. Last big breath in. And then exhale, come back through center. Good. Go ahead and drop the fingertips to the earth. Now let's take our right palm to our left knee. Take that left hand and bring it behind you. And then on your inhale, you're going to find the length throughout the spine. We're going to stack our shoulders over our hips here. Really find your foundation here. And then begin to twist. If the cervical spine allows, looking over that left shoulder. With every inhale, you find your length here. With every exhale, you twist. Good. Breathing deeply here. Good. Breathe in. And then exhale, come back through center. Good. And let's bring that right hand behind us. Left hand comes to right knee. Inhale, find your length down through your foundation, and then exhale, twist. With every inhale, grow taller throughout the top of the head, and then exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Twisting is a great way to detoxify the body. It allows for fresh new blood to begin to flow throughout the body. It also wrings out all those vital organs that we have in our body. It's a nice flush. Good. Breathe in here. And then exhale, come back through center. Let's make our way into hands and knees, coming into our tabletop position. Stacking our shoulders over our wrists, hips over our knees, really spreading through the fingers to have that maximum amount of mat in between the fingers. Now let's prepare for some cat-cow. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze to where it's comfortable, lift the tailbone, really shine through the heart. And then exhale, push the earth away, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, push the earth away, cat pose. Round through the upper back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly. And then exhale, push the earth away, cat pose. Good. Inhale here, come back through neutral. Now inhale, lift that right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, go ahead and thread the needle, right shoulder, right ear to the mat. Keep that left palm in front of the face, gently pressing into that left palm to open up to that right shoulder. Breathing deeply here as we begin to open up the back side of the right shoulder and creating a gentle twist. Good. Then go ahead and press down into that left palm. And then on your inhale, rise it back up. Lift the right arm towards the sky, gaze to follow. And then exhale, plant that right palm to the mat. Good. Then inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky, gaze to follow. And then exhale, thread the needle, left arm, left shoulder, left ear, come to the mat. Plant that right palm in front of the face. And notice if your hips are shifting to the right and begin to square them with the top of your mat. Gently pressing into that right palm to really open up the back side of that left shoulder, and then gently twisting once again. Good. Press into that right palm on the inhale. Lift the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, plant the left palm. Beautiful. Now really grounding down to those palms, we're going to tuck the toes and then begin to hover the knees, coming into our hovering table. Breathe here, draw into the belly, keep a nice soft gaze at the top of your mat. Remove any little wrinkle that you might have throughout the back of the neck. Breathe here. Good. Then when you're ready, push back, downward facing dog. Setting up our downward facing dog, our hands are going to be shoulder width distance apart, feet are hips width distance apart. Then begin to bend into the left knee, bend into the right knee, really pedaling out your downward facing dog. Making sure that our armpits are hugging in towards each other to externally rotate the shoulders. And let the head hang heavy in between the biceps. Lift the sits bones up towards the ceiling. Maybe we nod the head yes, maybe we nod the head no, just to make sure that our neck is nice and loose here. Keep the shoulders away from the neck as well. And then when you're ready, go ahead and find stillness in your downward facing dog. Draw the heels down towards the floor, but they never have to touch. To keep a nice long spine, go ahead and bend the knees gently here if you need to. Good, then we're going to ground down to that left palm. We're going to take the right hand and bring it across and latch it onto that back of the left calf. And then we're going to inhale here and then exhale, twist towards your left. Gaze goes underneath that left bicep. Breathe here. Good. Go ahead and wind yourself. Bring that right palm back to the mat. Then ground down from that right palm, and then lift the left palm off the mat. And then take the left palm to the back of the right calf. And then inhale here, and then exhale. Twist yourself underneath that right bicep any amount. Gaze goes towards the top right side of the ceiling. Good. Last big breath in. And then exhale and wind yourself. Plant the palms to the earth. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees. Look forward on the exhale. Walk yourself towards the top of your mat. Inhale here. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips to the earth or to the shins or to the block. Draw into the belly. Keep a nice long spine. Gaze at the top of your mat. And then exhale. Bend the hips. Forward fold. Bend the knees. Good. Inhale here. Halfway lift. Straighten the legs any amount. Gaze at the top of your mat. Nice long spine. Tuck into the belly. And then exhale. Bend the knees. Forward fold. Inhale one more time. Halfway lift. Fingertips to the earth or to the shin. Draw into the belly. Beautiful. And then exhale. Bend the knees deeply here. Forward fold. Go ahead and clasp opposite elbows. Bring the belly to the thighs. Take the feet hips width distance apart if they're not already. And then begin to sway yourself from left to right. Coming into our ragdoll pose. Just letting everything release in the low back body, the hamstrings. If you have extremely tight hamstrings or kind of an angry low back, make sure you're really bending into your knees here because that will help you protect everything there. Good, then go ahead and find stillness. Drop the hands to the mat. And then when you're ready, on the inhale, swing the arms up overhead, coming into your Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain pose. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Now exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the midline. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, untuck the toes, come onto the shin of the left foot. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, open hand, twist your right. Gaze follows that right palm. Good, breathe here. Good, on your next inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky. Right hand comes to the back of the left thigh. And then gaze follows that left hand. Good. Scissoring the hips, left hip forward, right hip back, really drawing into the midline here. Breathe. Good. Then lower the left hand down to the mat, and then lift that right arm up towards the sky on the inhale. Find your foundation here. Breathe deeply, coming into our grounded easy twist. Good, then inhale, both arms rise up towards the sky, coming into our low lunge. And then exhale, plant the palms, tuck the toes, lift the left knee, and then step yourself towards the top of your mat. Now inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise up, tall mountain. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, arms rise up, gaze to follow. Exhale, draw into the belly, nice flat spine, forward fold. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, step that right foot back, untuck the toes, come onto the shin of the right knee. Inhale, rise up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, open hand twist to your left, gaze follows that left thumb. Good, breathe here. Once again, being mindful to send that right hip forward, left hip back, really hug into the midline. Good. And then your next inhale, lift that right arm up towards the sky. Left hand comes to the back of the right thigh. Gaze follow. We're really opening up through that right hip flexor. Breathe here. Good. Inhale here, and then exhale. Plant that right palm to the earth, and then inhale. Left arm goes up towards the sky. Grounded, easy twist. The mind begins to wander at any point in today's practice. Bring it back to the breath. Good. Then go ahead and plant that left palm to the mat. Sorry, inhale, rise up. And then we're going to plant that palm to the mat. And then we're going to lift the right toes, lift the right knee, step yourself gently towards the top of your mat. Inhale here, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. And then inhale, arms rise up overhead. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise up. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Now let's ground down through that left foot. Let's lift the right leg off the ground. Take the right knee into the hands. Flex the right toes. The knee's at about a 90-degree angle. Just hold here. Good. And then we're going to keep that left hand on the right knee and then open up that right arm to the right. Good. Gaze can be right out in front of you, or if it allows, go ahead and look over that right hand if you want to challenge the balance. Keep the right toes nice and flexed, ground down to that standing leg. Good. Breathe here. And then bring that arm back to meet the left, and then hug that right knee in towards the chest, and then go ahead and drop the right knee down towards the floor. Then grounding down to that right foot, we're going to lift the left knee off the ground at a 90-degree angle. Take the hands, interlace the fingers just below the knee. Find your foundation here. Grow tall throughout the spine. Lift up and in with the belly. And then hang on to the bottom of the knee with the right hand. We're going to open up the arm to the left. Good. Left arm is back. Gaze is in front of you or towards that left thumb if you'd like to challenge the balance today. If you fall at any time, just come right back. Remember to smile and breathe. Good. Then when you're ready, inhale here and then exhale. Bring that left hand back to meet the right. And then inhale, draw that knee in towards the chest. And then exhale, draw the left foot down to meet the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And then exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale here, halfway lift. Now exhale, step back, plank pose. Option to drop down here on the knees if you'd like. If you're coming into traditional plank pose, really firm up through the quadriceps, draw up and in on the belly, gaze at the top of your mat, shoulders are stacked over wrists, and then we're just going to really breathe here. Find your foundation here, slight rounding through the upper back. Building heat throughout the body. Good, then wherever you are, go ahead and lower down to the knees if you're not there already. Untuck the toes. Then instead of bringing the elbows out from left to right, we're going to hug the elbows in so they go back and they hug into our ribs. And then begin to slowly down, all the way down to the mat. Good, draw the shoulders away. And then when we're ready, planting down through all 10 toenails. Inhale, lift up, just baby cobra here. Hold here, hug the elbows in. Nice soft gaze at the top of your mat. Coming back to that Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Good, big breath in. And then exhale, lower it down. Good, go ahead and take the hands now. Let's walk the left hand out to the left side of the mat, tent the fingers, and then take the right fingertips and tent them to the side of the mat. So the arms should be almost kind of like these kind of creepy spider arms, if you will. And the hands should be tented as if you had a cupcake underneath and you didn't want to touch that yummy frosting. So in the same motion as cobra, on the inhale, we're going to lift the chest, lift the gaze. Good. Now on the exhale, we're going to drop that right shoulder in, really opening up through the right shoulder. Good. And then inhale, rise up. And then exhale, drop the left shoulder down. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, drop the left shoulder. Good. One more time, just like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop the right shoulder. Inhale, rise. Breathe out, drop that left shoulder. Good. Breathe in, rise up, tall cobra. And then exhale, lower it all down. Good. Go ahead and plant the palms underneath the shoulders. And then exhale, press yourself back to child's pose. Go ahead and bring the toes to touch, bring the knees nice and wide, and then draw the chest and the belly in between the legs. If you have that block, you're more than welcome to take it here and place it underneath the forehead, or if the forehead meets the mat, just begin to make connection here. And if you'd like to roll out from left to right with the third eye point, always an option to do so. Coming into our child's pose, if at any point in today's practice you need to take rest, or if you'd just like to come out of the practice, you're always welcome to take this pose. This is your practice and I am merely your guide, so whatever kind of modifications you need, if you need to stop and start the video, that's always your option. Good, then when you're ready, go ahead and plant the palms. Inhale, lift up, table. Bring the knees back underneath the hips, and then when you're ready, tuck the toes, lift back, downward facing dog. Finding your downward facing dog here on the inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Go ahead and bend at the knee, and then draw that right heel towards the left shoulder. Coming into our three-legged dog, opening up through the hip. Good, breathe here. Really grounding down to that left heel. Shoulders are still square with the mat. And then on the inhale, square off the leg, three-legged dog. And then exhale, step the foot in between the palms. Then we're going to spin that left foot back to a 45-degree angle. Bring the hands to the hips here. We're coming into Virabhadrasana 1. So bending into that right knee, weighs in the back, pinky edge side of the foot. Turn the hips towards the front of the mat along with the shoulders. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift up, Virabhadrasana 1. Good, breathe here. Draw into the belly. Notice if the ribs are popping up and knit the ribs down. Good, then inhale, big breath in, find your length. And then exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Then we're going to come onto the ball of the left foot, coming into our high lunge now. And then inhale, arms rise up. And then exhale, open hand twist to your right. Gaze follows that right fingertip. Good, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open it up to the right. Inhale, arms rise. Breathe out, open it up to your right. And then inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, plant the palms to meet the earth. Good. Now grounding down to that left hand, we're going to inhale, lift the right arm up, coming into our easy twist. Always an option to drop down onto the left knee if needed. Breathe here. Inhale, open up the heart just a little bit more. And then exhale, plant that right palm to the earth. Step that right foot back. Good. Now inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Go ahead and bend the knee, open up the hip. Left heel comes towards the right shoulder, right buttocks. Keep that right heel grounded down towards the mat. Shoulders are squared with the top of the mat. Breathe here. Open up that hip just a little bit more. Good. Then go ahead and square off the legs. Three-legged dog on the inhale. And then exhale, plant that foot in between the palms. Spinning that back right foot down, coming into our Virabhadrasana 1 once again. So go ahead and bring the hands to the hips and on the inhale, rise up. Taking a moment here, find your foundation. Noticing if the hips are not square, square them with the top of the mat. Bring that pinky edge side of the foot and the right leg. Bring the weight there. And then bend into that left knee. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Good, breathe here. Find your nice, fierce, strong gaze. We are all warriors here in this situation. Breathe here. Sorry, and then exhale. We're going to come down through heart center. And then we're going to come onto the ball of the right foot, coming into our high lunge. And then inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, open hand twist to your left. Good, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open hand twist to your left. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, open hand twist to your left. And then inhale, arms rise up. And then exhale, plant the palms to the earth. Grounding down to that right palm on the inhale, we're going to lift the left arm up towards the sky. Easy twist. Option drop down on that right knee if you need to. Breathe here. Continue that deep breath. Opening up to the ribs, feeling the body expand. Good. On the breath out, bring that left hand down to meet the left foot, and then step that left foot back, downward facing dog. Good, now let's roll forward, ripple forward into our plank pose. Now dropping the knees down for this first one, we're going to come down, knees, untuck the toes. Then bending the elbows halfway or less. And then we're going to lower all the way down to the floor. And then inhale, come up, cobra. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Now, breathe here. Come back to your breath. Begin to even out the breath once again, practicing that Ujjayi pranayama. Good. Right leg lifts up towards the sky. Exhale, open up the hip, three-legged dog. Good. Inhale, straighten the leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot in between the palms. Spinning down onto the left foot. 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Now inhale, arms rise. Now exhale, open hand twist to your right. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Now inhale, find your length here, and then exhale, twist to your right. Staying here, or if you'd like to take the bind, take that outer left elbow to the outer right knee, and then really pressing the palms into each other now. Breathe here in our high lunge prayer twist. You can always drop down into the left knee if you need to. And then exhale, turn the head down towards the floor. Go ahead and plant the palms. Now plant that left palm into the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, plant that palm. Now step back, plank pose. Now lowering down halfway, chaturanga, or all the way down to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then on the exhale, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Good, let's stay here for a few rounds of breath. Really setting up our downward facing dog, drawing into the belly. Gaze is in between the knees or towards the navel. When you're ready, round down to that right foot. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, open up the leg, open up the hip. Breathe here. Good. Inhale, straighten the leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot in between the palm. Step that right foot down at a 45-degree angle. And then when you're ready, rise up on the inhale. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Good. Breathe here. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, open hand twist to your left. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, lean forward. And then exhale, twist to your left. Option just to stay here or take that right elbow to the outer left knee. And then press the palms into each other, open up to the heart. Gaze can go over that left shoulder. Always an option to drop down on the right knee. Breathe. Good. Good. Take that big breath in. Exhale, look down. Plant the palms. Rounding down through that right palm. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky, grounded twist. Breathe. And then exhale, plant that left palm. Step the left foot back, coming into your high plank. Lowering all the way down to the belly or lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up the shoulders, open up the heart. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Good, breathe here. Go ahead and bend the knees, look forward on the exhale, walk yourself towards the top of your mat. Inhale here, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Now either if you have a block, you can bring the block underneath the face. If not, you can just tent the fingers or bring the palm to the earth. We are going to bend into our right knee, plant the right palm underneath the face, either to the block or to the mat. And then on your inhale, we're going to lift that left arm up towards the sky. Good, really opening up to that left IT band. Opening up to the left side of the heart. Breathing into that right lung. Good, then inhale, find your length once more, and then exhale, bring it all back down. Go ahead and plant the left palm, bend into the left knee, straighten the right leg. Avoid any hyperextension, and then when you're ready, on the inhale, lift that right arm up to the sky, gaze follows. And then exhale, go ahead and plant it down. And then inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good, arms rise up overhead, tall mountain. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And then exhale, swan dive yourself forward. Go ahead and plant the palms, step yourself back, downward facing dog. Let's move to that little flow once more, adding on, maybe taking away. On the inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. Exhale, open up the right leg. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot in between the palms. Good. Rise up, warrior one. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, come onto the ball of the left foot. Reach yourself forward. And then exhale, plant the left elbow on the outside of the right knee, or just simply turning to your right side. Press those palms in, turn the gaze over to the right shoulder. Good, breathe here. Good, on the inhale, breathe in. And then exhale, look down, go ahead and plant the palms. Plant the left palm to the earth. Inhale, lift that right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the palms. Now go ahead and turn yourself a quarter turn to the left side of your mat. Go ahead and parallel the feet. Inhale here, bring the fingertips to the earth, halfway lift. Now exhale, forward fold, coming into our Pasarita Padottanasana, wide leg forward fold. Hands can just rest at the floor. Draw the shoulders down. Draw the head down. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the sit bones. Keep a gentle bend in the knees if you need. Good. Then inhale here, halfway lift. And then exhale, just walk yourself towards the top of your mat. Plant the palms on either side of the foot. And then step that right foot back. Lower down through your vinyasa, or just skip it. And meet me back in downward facing dog. Good, just coming back here now, breathing. Always an option here to drop down to your knees if you like. Downward facing dog and child's pose are both considered resting postures. Beautiful. Let's move to on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, open up that left leg. Inhale, straighten the left leg. And then exhale, plant that foot in between the palms. Go ahead and spin that back right heel down. On the inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring the hand down through heart center. Come onto the ball of the right foot. And then inhale, find your length, lean forward. And then exhale, twist to your right, taking the bind or not, yogi's choice. Pressing into the palms wherever you're at, really opening up the heart. Right knee can drop down if it needs. Breathe here. Good, then exhale, look down. Plant the palms into the earth. Plant that right palm. And then lift the left palm up on the inhale. Good, exhale, plant the palm. And then we're going to spin ourselves to the right, long side of the mat. Parallel the feet, toes in, heels out. Bring the fingertips to the earth. Inhale here, halfway lift, nice long spine. And now exhale, forward fold. Bring the head down towards the mat. Creating weight through all four corners of the feet. Noticing if you're bringing weight to the heels, bring it forward to the balls of the feet. Now inhale here, halfway lift. And now exhale, walk yourself towards the top of your mat. Plant the palm, step the left foot back to meet the right. Move through your vinyasa, or meet me back in downward facing dog. Good, breathe here. Then when you're ready, go ahead and drop the knees down to the mat. Sit the hips back. Oh, good. And then we're going to shift the hips off to the left or to the right side, whichever is most comfortable for you. And then we're going to come into a nice wide-legged seat. So go ahead and bring the left leg out towards the left corner of the mat, the right leg out to the right corner of the mat. If you'd like to take that blanket and set it up underneath the hips here, you can do so as well. And on the inhale, we're going to turn and face the left, and then exhale. Just hinge at the hips here, keeping the toes nice and flexed. And then inhale, rise up, and then exhale, come back through center. Now inhale, find your length, and then exhale, bend and hinge over that right knee. Hi, buddy. This is my cat, Jack. Hi, CP. What you need? And then inhale, rise up. And then go ahead and take the hands underneath the knees. Bring the knees in together. And then we're going to bring our legs out in front of us. And then we're going to take our right foot and we're going to plant it over the left leg. And then flexing throughout the left toes, we're going to bring the right hand behind us. And then inhale, find your length. And then exhale, take the left elbow to the outer right knee, or you can just hug in that right knee, whichever is most comfortable for you. And then inhale, find your length. Good, then come back through center. Go ahead and extend the right leg out long. Bring the left leg in. Go ahead and cross the left leg over the right. Then we're going to bring that left arm behind once again. Inhale, find your length here. And then exhale, either hug the left knee in or take the right elbow to the outer left knee, coming into our variation of Matsyendrasana fish pose. Sorry, half Lord of the Fishes pose. Good, breathe here, keeping the shoulders over the hips, flexing through the right toes. Good, then unwinding here. Extending both legs out long. On the inhale, let's lift the arms up overhead. And then exhale, hinge at the hips here, coming into our Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. If you need to bend the knees here, option to do so. Always lead with the heart here, thinking, bringing our belly to our thighs and not worrying so much about if our forehead comes to our shins. Allowing yourself to really surrender here. Go ahead and inhale, rise up. And then exhale, go ahead and bring everything back. Go ahead and bend at the knees, plant the feet, bring the sit bones towards the heels. Then bring the arms out in front of us. And we're going to lower down one vertebra at a time. Good. And then we're going to plant the palms and hands next to the side of the body. We're going to keep the feet hips width distance apart. Go ahead and draw the heels in towards the buttocks. And then on the inhale, we're going to begin to lift the hips, lift the low back, lift the mid back, coming into our bridge pose. Really pressing down firmly through the feet, drawing the tailbone towards the backs of the legs, keeping a slight firming of the buttocks, but not super rock hard. Good. Keep that slight space in between the chin and the chest. Good. We're only doing one bridge here today, so it's going to be a little bit longer hold. Just keep reaching, reaching, reaching. And most importantly, keep breathing. Good. Then on your exhale, lower it all down. And then go ahead and take the arms out to a T. And then begin to windshield wiper the legs from left to right. And then go ahead and bring the legs back through center. And then we're going to sit our hips off to the right. And then just let our knees flop over to the left. Gaze can come towards that right thumb. And really melt that right shoulder into the earth. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can take that right leg and cross it over and bind with the left leg to go a little bit deeper. Coming into our variation of supine twist. Good. Breathe in, come back through center, exhale it out. And then go ahead and uncross the legs if you cross them. And then we're going to sit the hips off to the left and then drop the knees towards the right. Gaze can go towards that left shoulder. And then once again, if you want to go a little bit deeper, cross the left leg on top of the right. Good, big breath in. And then exhale, come back through center. Unwind the legs if you had them wound. Then go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Hugs are really important right now, so if you haven't been able to get any hugs, just give yourself the biggest hug that you've received in a while. And then when you're ready, go ahead and extend everything out, coming into your Shavasana. Right leg goes out long to the right corner of the mat. Left leg goes out to the left corner of the mat. Let the hands come beside the body. Take up space here. You are in your own home. Find as much space as you'd like here. Let the palms face up. And allow the body to make full connection with the mat here. And then close off the eyes once again. Coming into our Shavasana, this is where the benefits of our practice begin to soak in. You are more than welcome to pause the video here now and take a really long Shavasana. We're only going to be here for a couple of minutes just for the sake of time and for those who need to get moving on with their day. But just let yourself Become one with the mat. Close off the eyes. And just find stillness here for these next few moments. And begin to wiggle out the fingertips and the toes, taking whatever organic movements feel good for you. Begin to deepen the breath once again. And then take the arms up overhead, one big full body stretch. From the tip of the fingers all the way down to the toes, really lengthen out here. And then go ahead and bend the knees, plant the feet. Go ahead and sit yourself off to your right side of your mat. And then just take these final moments here in your practice for gratitude, any intention setting you'd like to set for the rest of your day. Then when you're ready, go ahead and slowly push yourself up. Coming back into that comfortable seat that we found at the beginning of practice. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Let's go ahead and bow the head, gently close off the eyes. Then when you're ready, bring the thumbs to the third eye point, in between the eyebrows. The divine light and love within me truly honors the divine light and love within all of you. And together we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Infinite gratitude to all of you out there. I really hope you liked today's practice. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to do that. Until we meet again on the mat, this is Valerie with Just Be Yoga. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys next time.